Attention passengers, please fasten your seatbelts. We are experiencing turbulence. Zephyr 22.12 inbound. Okay, punks, let's get into the details of 22.12 for Zephyr. First off, Tailwind gets a major update by moving the second ability, the downward crash, up into the first ability, merging the two. You'll see a lot more damage, range, speed. All these things are very nice now. Now that we open the second slot, we get Air Burst, which generates a burst of massive, dense air that explodes on contact and spins enemies flying. Launch Air Burst into tornadoes to make them grow. This is a really nice ability for moving around ships and for increasing your tornadoes' damage and size, which is great. When you're in air, casting Air Burst will be half the cost. Turbulence didn't see many changes. It's still a great way to create a shield around Zephyr, redirecting incoming projectiles. Really like Turbulence. That's what this build's based off of. Tornadoes now spawn where a player is aiming and can be steered. The closest tornado will move to your aim point, meaning you can move them around. Tornado damage type now determined by largest amount of elemental damage absorbed instead of the last type, absorbed. Tornadoes do a better job of keeping enemies captured, and shooting tornadoes will do damage to enemies trapped inside. You can also now reset tornadoes similar to Hydroid's Tentacle Swarm. To steer the tornadoes better, you want to hold the aim button, and they will move a little bit faster. So they can also be grown, and you can also put status in them, like corrosive, and which is what I've been doing. All right, let's get into this build of the 22.12 Zephyr. This is my Big Bird build. Starting at the top, Energy Siphon, Power Drift, Prime Continuity, Narrow Mind, Transient Fortitude, Streamline, Fleeting Expertise, Overextend, Auger Massage, and Jetstream. Now Jetstream is important. It's an augment, and I really like how this works with the Zephyr. Turbulence increases movement speed by 40% and projectile speed by 100 for Zephyr and her allies in the little wave. This is great for ship battles, that speed, because you're not going to be using your first ability that much. The abilities that I use a lot in ships are Air Burst to knock down enemies with a casting cost of 13. It's very easy, very cost effective, and it just pushes the enemies out of the way. I use Turbulence constantly with this build, so the duration of 40 seconds is great, and its casting cost is 19 energy with this build. So that means that you'll have plenty of energy for that recast, because you have to keep Turbulence on at all times with this build. Tornadoes, the ultimate, does good damage, and you can upgrade it with Air Burst now, and it only costs 25. This build is all about efficiency with 175, duration 201, and range 124, and its strength is normal at 110. This gives you the ability to cast as much stuff as you want, and in the planes, your Tailwind is amazing. You will be able to fly constantly. The weapons I've been using is the Secure Penta, the Mara Detron, and the Sigma Octus. Some of these weapons you probably can't get yet, but if you work towards them, they're really great weapons with Zephyr. Alright punks, let's give the Zephyr a try in the Singularity. Also guys, I'd like to remind everybody we have a Discord channel where we talk a lot about Warframe. The link is in the cards and the description below. Alright punks, enemy level 150, we've got 3 Arid Heavy Gunners. We're going to go up against them with Zephyr. And we're going to be using Turbulence the entire time, because we do not want to get hit, because we will die almost instantly. And you can see how it's launching the blast much easier. That did nothing. That armor. So we're going to move to the Detron. Not doing so hot there. We can use the secondary ability to push them down and knock them down, and then we can finish them off with the Octave. You just have to make sure that you can... That's why I like this weapon with her, because she's so quick. She can get in there and do that finisher fast. Kisses. Oh, so you want to see more of what Zephyr can do? Okay, let's give an example of multiple enemies at lower level though. Alright punks, we're going for a lower enemy level of 100, but we're going to go with a bunch of different guys, like pretty much your near unit. We've got all kinds of different stuff. So we're going to run the Zephyr against it. And we're going to instantly cause Turbulence, because we have to avoid their death. Now the way this works is it uses the tether grenades to lock down the enemies and then just pop them a few times. We can use our tornadoes and then upgrade them. You can also shoot them to give them abilities like corrosive, which is really nice. And you can just throw them off the edge, which is what we just did there. But if you don't want them to throw off the edge, we can lock them down with ooh, I got it close. With the tether grenades. So they're going to still take the damage. And then we can avoid contact if we want to. By jumping in the air. Now that's really effective on the planes. You want to do that a lot more. Alright. And here we go. We're going to take this guy out with the Detron. Shut him down with the 2. See how cheap that is? That 2 is just so cheap. Let's see, who else do we have? We got a little grenade. Let's use this. Let's shot that guy. See you later, punk. We're just cleaning up the rest. We'll cast another tornado. Cast our turbulence again. Finish that guy off. That corrosive damage on him, just shredding his armor. I think that does it. See if this guy just floats away. Oh, there's still more, huh? Alright. That was a 100 level Grenier like squad. Zephyr did pretty well. We did take one hit from a I think a butcher got close to us. But that was exciting. Alright, punks, I hope you enjoyed that build of Zephyr. If you did, leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with what Pixel Reboot has to offer, hit that subscribe button. I'm really happy with the rework of Zephyr. It's really nice. I didn't like Zephyr before, and now I could and will play with her. In the planes, she is amazing. Really fun. And she's good on ship battles now too, thanks to the 2. That ability really helps her survive. If you like Zephyr, leave a comment below and let me know. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.